Hi now friends, it's Miranda and welcome back to Corgi's Wine and Nails. We have a little sip of wine, and then for the fun nail part of the video, Double Dip Nails shared with me their 6-color build your own dip kit. So I did get to pick the colors just like you do, and we will look at all of the items up close and personal, and then I'll do a really cute mani, hopefully. So stay tuned if you're interested. All right, so when we flip this over, here are the 6 colors that I selected, and then here's all the liquids nicely packaged together. And I think this might be maybe a dipping tray. Oh, it is. Oh, I have this dipping tray. I do like this. So we'll just take this out and get everything situated. And we'll get some swatches made with all these beautiful colors. I love opening up fresh liquids, it's the best. And then here in the bag, this is a nice bag that you can store all of your dips and your liquids in, and carry them with you when you're taking a little, vacation, or if you just want a place to store them. Here you get the clips so that you can soak off your mani. So you would just soak a cotton pad in acetone and then place it on your nail and then clip this on, and then that's how you would remove your dip powder. So that's awesome. This comes in the kit. You get a buffing block. You get a nail duster brush with the Double Dip logo on it, cute and pink. You get a nail file, a cuticle tool, and a smaller emery board type of file. And then here's the instruction booklet so you can follow along step by step, and tells you how you can use the soak off clips. Really cool. Perfect, just what you need to get started. So I do have my 5 liquids set here, and then 6 colors that I got to select. So we'll look at all of those colors up close and then come up with a mani plan. But this is the dipping tray. This is perfect for making French tips. And then this is also really good if you like to do like a marble look. You can mix the colors in the tray and marble them as one of your nail art techniques. So this is a great little handy thing to have as well. All right, let's get these babies swatched and then figure out our mani plan. All right, so to get started with my swatches, I am going to use dip base, activator, and dip top. I'll also be using those for my mani. The kit also comes with the brush cleaner and the cuticle oil. I won't need the brush cleaner unless I have a little oopsie and my brush gets hard, but we'll hope that that doesn't happen. And once I do my mani, I'll use the cuticle oil. But just to get started with swatching, we're gonna stick with these 3 core liquid products. The 6 colors that I selected, I picked this really nice neutrally nude, kind of maybe a little touch of pink color. It's called Sunkissed. And then this is a glow. All of the glows start with a G and a number, so you can always remember. So this is gonna be a glow called As If. Soothing Rain is gonna be a really pretty blue. Hot Style is also a glow. It's gonna be a lavender, kind of sparkly one. And then Caribbean Azure is going to be a sparkly one with kind of like blues and green tones. And then since I had gotten some glitter ones, I decided to get clear base because they have excellent clear base, and this is great for encapsulating your glitters. So I will show you how to do that. Let's get started. So I'm doing my swatches off camera, but I wanted to show you up close the 1/2 ounce jars that come in the kit. And they're always sealed, so it's very, very rare that you would ever have any of the powders spill because they're always really nicely sealed. And look at this one. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna swatch it. I'm gonna show you up close swatches. While we are looking at these gorgeous colors, I wanted to give a big thank you to Double Dip Nails for sponsoring today's video. And now back to looking at these gorgeous colors. It was so hard to decide between the colors, but I have decided the look that I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go for kind of a neutral look with Sunkissed, and then I will use As If, which is a clear with a sparkly glitter. I'm gonna put that at the tips, and that will glow, so that's gonna be really fun. And then we'll encapsulate everything in clear, so you'll get a chance to see a solid, a glow, and then how well the clear works with everything, so stay tuned. All right, so let's get busy. You'll use your cuticle pusher and gently push back your cuticles. I've already prepped my nails and I wear a peel base because I change my color a lot. That is a totally optional product to put into your nail routine. But let's go ahead and get started dipping. We're gonna do this base color on all the nails. This is Sunkissed and it's so pretty. You can absolutely dip directly into the jar. I just really love cupcake liners. I think it's really nice and smooth when you do the pour over. And I also like to lay flat, so it's just kind of a personal preference. And then you can use a toothpick or a nail tool to clean up right here around your cuticle line, and that's gonna help later with making sure you have really nice, pretty cuticles. And then use your little brush to dust off any excess powder. I'm gonna do, the double dip liquids are nice and thin, so as long as you're doing nice thin coats, then you can decide if you wanna do 2 or 3 for the base color. But if you're gonna do the ombre like me on the tips, that's gonna add a little extra bit of a layer as well. And then we're gonna have to cap in clear. So you might end up with like 4 to 5 layers. It just depends on your preferences and how thick you like your nails to be. I already wear a product on my natural nails, and it's usually a builder gel or like an acro gel product for some support and strength on my natural nails. So if you're wondering what's on my nails already, that is what I started with. And then I use the peel base and I just pop off my dips. So far, I think I like the way the 2 dips looks a little bit sheer. So I'm gonna do 2 on all the nails, and then I'll decide at the end if I would decide I want to do 1 more layer of Sunkissed. But today is Sunday and I have President's Day off from work tomorrow, so I'm super excited to just relax and do this mani look. This is a really sweet, pretty kind of nude tone. I think this is gonna look pretty on a lot of skin tones though too, even deep skin tones. I think it's really gonna pop. And then here's an alternative way where you just dip into the powder, lay your nail flat, and that gets really nice, even results as well. think I kind of like that better. And then always wipe your brushes in between doing a layer of the dip before you put it back into the base, and that will help keep your liquids performing really well because there won't be any stray dip powder that gets into your liquids. So tomorrow's President's Day and we are off, and my kiddos' little preschool is closed too. So me and some of the moms in the neighborhood are going to go to this place. It's a gymnastics place and I have not been there before, but I am looking forward to going. I think Nico's gonna have a lot of fun, but he'll be able to like jump and run around and like probably go nuts. So that's what I'll be doing in the morning tomorrow. And then my husband is going to ride his new dirt bike that he got with one of the neighbors. So he's gonna go do guy stuff. I'm gonna go do mom stuff. So I might see if any of the other moms want to go like get lunch afterwards. I've been craving Mexican food, so I'm gonna see. And now it's voiceover Miranda. If you could hear, my family was starting to make a little rambunctious noise in the background. So I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and just mute the rest and talk to you a little bit while I finish up this mani. And I'll tell you that we did go to that gymnastics place, me and my little son Nikolai. And oh my God, there were so many kids there and and all their parents. But it was this huge place, and everything was like the springy floor. Like the whole place was like the weird springy floor, you know, that you can do like back handsprings and stuff. Of course, no one was doing that because it was supposed to be this 5 and under age group. And so there was tons of like trampolines and like this big foam pit that had big foam purple squares, and you could like jump into the pit and just go down slides and stuff and fall in the pit. It was really fun. So Nico he loved the trampoline, and we would pretend, you know, that he was a kangaroo or a frog or a bunny. And then he really liked that foam pit too. But the thing about the foam pit was there was this one part where you could climb up on these kind of shaped mats to get higher up and then jump into the foam pit. And so the kids all had to like wait in line and take turns to do that, you know? And there was this one little boy there, and I don't know where his mom was because I kept looking around like, is anybody keeping an eye on this kid? But he was definitely not 5 or under. He was like a big kid. I don't know. They did not enforce, I guess, the 5 and under rule. But he was bigger than the other kids, and he kept like cutting all the little kids off in line, and they would get upset. And so at one point my son was up there, and I was like, you know, helping him off the thing to jump and making sure he could get up there okay and stuff. And the little kid was like cutting in front of another little kid that had already been waiting. And the little boy was like, hey, it's my turn. And he's like, no, you know, or wherever. And the bigger kid, and I was like, no, it was his turn, so he's going to go next. And the kid was so rude. He just like climbed up on the thing anyways and like jumped or whatever. And I like was looking around like, is anybody watching this kid? Because I'm about to reprimand your child. So instead of doing that, I was like, Nico, let's go play back on the trampolines and stuff, and like got my kid out of there because I'm like, you know, I'm not going to get in a situation where I'm arguing with the parent that their kid is acting poorly. Maybe they do need it called to their attention, but I was there to have fun and I was not interested in any fiascos. So yeah, if you're wondering how my day went, it was good. We didn't do lunch with the moms after. I think everybody had their hands full chasing the kiddos around the gym. So I think we were all like, you know, kind of pooped after that. But it was still a lot of fun and I would totally go back. Nico was already asking if he could go back the next day. So that was how that went for President's Day. Big fun. But now let's talk about what I'm doing here with the secondary color. If you notice, I just put some dip base on my nail, maybe a little bit more than halfway down the nail. And then I've just been sprinkling on the color As If, which number one, it glows, but it's also a glittery dip that is in a sheer base. So you still get to see the underlying color. So it's perfect for doing a topper. Or you can do, you know, kind of like easy nail art to just add a little touch of sparkle to your look. So that was kind of what my motivation was here. Just add a little, like, I don't know, cute little sparkly tip, and but still had that Sunkissed color underneath. And I think it turns out pretty good. You'll see here shortly. But I will tell you also probably what you're interested in. If you are shopping for this Build Your Own Dip Kit, you do get to pick out your 6 colors. It's really easy to select on the website. It's very user-friendly. It's like option 1, option 2, option 3, and it gives you a drop down to find the color that you're looking for. So I really liked how it's set up so that you can easily select the colors that you're interested in. And if you're newer to dipping or you don't have clear, I would definitely recommend getting their clear base as one of your 6 options, because it's totally worth it to encapsulate your glitters. You can also use clear if you have flatter nail beds and you want to add a little bit of an apex to your nail. You can start off with clear before you start dipping your color. Just clear comes in handy for so many reasons. You can also, if you have like craft glitter or something like that, you can always kind of make your own dip color basically, because you can add glitters to clear. So it's just a lot of fun to have a clear, and it's definitely a must-have in your arsenal of dip powder products. The 6 color kit is such a good value. So you'll notice on the website it's listed at $80. However, if you'd like to use my affiliate code, you can get 25% off. That code's Miranda25. I'll also leave it in the description box with a link too if you feel like shopping. But so basically you get all of the products that I was showing you for $60, and that's 6 colors, which are normally $8 each. So that's already $48 in value right there. Plus you're getting the 5 liquid system. So then you're getting the soak off nail clips, then you're getting a nail brush, then you're getting the file and buffer and the little carrying bag and the dipping tray all on top of all of that. So it's a really, really good bundle, especially for like a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or any kind of just spoil yourself kind of gift. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. That's why I really, really, really like this option on the site. Alrighty, so now that that is done, we're going to get the clear and encapsulate, and then we'll buff file shape and have a beautiful sparkly tipped mani that glows in the dark. Okay, for clear, I always just pour out a little bit into a cupcake liner so that I do not contaminate my clear with any powder fallout off of my nails. So again, with the dip base, this time we're gonna do a full coat over the nail. And this will lock in that glitter ombre that we did on the tip and make sure that we do not buff file any of those glitters. So now it's gonna look cloudy and you're gonna not be able to see them very good for a little bit, but I promise we will bring them back out. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this part up a little bit. It's just basic dip base application and then do a little, quick dip into the clear dip powder. So super easy, but it goes a long way to protect your glitters and ultimately give you the best results for your mani. And while we're just watching me work here, I am trying to plan my kiddo's birthday party. We're gonna go down to Florida and we're going to finally take him to Disney World. So you guys, I am like freaking out because I wanted to take him for his second birthday, but COVID happened. Wanted to take him for his third birthday. COVID was still here. And now we're gonna take him for his fourth birthday, but we're all, we're all vaccinated and we actually all ended up getting stuck with COVID. So we all have antibodies and stuff. So we're feeling better about making this adventure to Disney World, and we'll still be extra precautious, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I just cannot wait because my son loves Mickey Mouse and I just wanna like ride all the rides and eat all the good food and just like have the best day. And I know I'm just chatting away here. So if you're newer to dipping and you're wondering, what am I doing? I am doing the second liquid, which is the activator. And so this is going to basically solidify and make that dip base and the powders really strong and hard. And then that way it's gonna be ready for us to file here shortly in just a second. I love the way the activator feels. It has a cooling sensation, so I just douse my nails in it. And for this video, I really wanted to show you that you do not need a fancy drill or fancy products. You can use the products that do come in the kit to file and buff and shape and get really nice results. I'm using the larger file that came in to sculpt out my nail and just really make it look like it came out of my finger like that. That's how I always like to describe it. I want the products to look like they grew out of my nail that way. So I'm just gently buffing the top to smooth out any lumps or bumps. And then I'm making sure that my sides and the side walls of my nails look like really like clean, and just I like my tip to be really just flat. I like a really flat coffin shape, and I gently be gentle around your cuticles. This particular file is a little bit grittier than the ones that I normally use. So you'll see a little bit later, I did give my pinky just the tiniest little abrasion, but it's literally gone the next day. It's like all like healed, like you can't even tell that I did that. So just be careful, be gentle, go slow, take your time, relax, enjoy the moment. I do kind of get like lost in filing. Like I'll just like analyze my fingernail from like all the angles and just like really like sculpt it out. I really like the filing process. I know some people dread it, but I think it is nice and relaxing, and I like seeing the nail turn from something like kind of crazy, into something that you're like, wow, I can't even believe like I'm making this happen. And that you're like starting to get results that look professional. It's so fun.
I just want to do the boop dip with my nails.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, y'all, my little guy really wanted to help me with this voiceover, so I would have let him have his moment, and he said that he really wants to do double dip with his nails. So you're definitely getting a vote of confidence from my 3-year-old, soon to be 4-year-old Nico. But yeah, so I did keep all of my filing and buffing process in this video. And so it's going to be, no, it's like I sped it up, but it's going to be like a minute or so here, a couple minutes, because a lot of you are very interested in watching how people file and shape. So I'm not going into like explicit details, but I can say like little things as advice. For example, for the coffin shape that I'm wearing, I like the widest point of the nail to be right where the skin and the nail meet on the side. And then I try to just slightly angle in a little bit. And then I'm just, see how I'm kind of like rolling it around my cuticles right there. With a new file, it's always recommended to quote unquote season the file, which means rub the rougher, new edge on another file, and that softens it up a little bit so you don't cut accidentally the skin around your cuticles or like tear them up. I did not do that because I like to live dangerously. So when we get to my pinky, I do kind of scrape my pinky just a smidge. I told you that, but I think that overall, I mean, it's just one of those things that you have to practice. Just keep practicing. I did not start off with amazing perfect nails, but I do remember my very first mani. I had a nail file and I did not have any other tools. And I was dedicated to that I was going to spend a little bit of time and just really try to make it look like all of the ladies that I would see in the Facebook nail communities. Like I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to look like them, and just like really was paying attention to all the tips and tricks and whatnot. But I knew that I might just kind of like sit with my hand file and just really kind of like, take the time and enjoy it. But if you do want to use a nail drill, an electric drill, I do prefer it. Oh my gosh, it's a time saver, it's a game changer, and the double dip Bellavena professional nail drill is really amazing. Plus it's beautiful. It's so gorgeous. But yeah, I have a code for that too. Not trying to be like, oh, I have a code for everything, but I do have a code for that, and I'll leave it in the description box. And yeah, so check that out. But if you're wondering, Miranda, how long did it take you to buff and file and shape all these nails with just a regular hand file? I was really taking my time. I really wanted it to look, like I was gonna, walk out of a salon. So you don't have to spend as much time as I did. But since this is double time, then this was about 15 minutes. So you guys were watching about half of that, like sped up, if that makes sense. Yeah, follow me, right? So basically 15 minutes of filing doesn't seem crazy to me, but I don't know, some of you might not want to spend that much time, and that's fine. You don't have to. You can, just clean up the tips and like a little around your cuticle and be done. That's fine. But I really like to smooth the tops and sculpt it out and, do all the things. So that is why it took me about 15 minutes. Just giving you guys a little disclaimer here on what's happening. So since there's some time here while you watch me buff, file, shape, do all the things, then drop me your best tip for navigating around Disney World and just like all of the things that come along with having a 4-year-old. So far, I am aware that when we get to the park, since my son has type 1 diabetes, that we should go to the guest services and they will give us a fast pass, which is a huge, huge help for making sure that he can stay healthy while we're at the park. There's a lot of challenges that come in doing anything like that are associated with type 1 diabetes. And I know a lot of you all have always been so supportive and kind to help with tips and tricks when it comes to my son's diabetes diagnosis. But yeah, definitely really thankful for that consideration that Disney gives to families like ours. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, I really want the day to be all about him and the rides that he's interested in and making sure he sees like really fun shows. So I just can't wait. Tell me all the things down below. So sorry if this part seems kind of long. In real life, like I said, it was about 15 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you all just watch what I am doing. I did think it was important to show you that you can absolutely hand file, and a lot of my nail friends do send me messages and ask about it. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to show you how to do that, and makes the video a little bit longer, but hopefully just watching along is beneficial to you. Now we are done. We have carved out these nails. I'm loving the results, and I'm going to dust off with the trusty dusty duster brush that came in the kit. Here's an up close look at how we did that. So I rinsed in the sink and I rubbed with a little nail scrubby brush over in the sink. I didn't use any soap or anything like that, but just got any of the excess dust off. And then now I'm doing that second coat of activator to just lock in everything, and we're almost done, you all. Okay, here's the last part. We are going to use the double dip top coat. Their dip top coat is super shiny. The first application, you want to be kind of quick. My nail bed's a little bit wide on my thumb, so it took me a couple more swipes. But for the other nails, you'll probably just do like 3 quick swipes for the first coat, and just get some of that dip top down, and then you'll see the second application will be where you're like really just taking your time and making it so glossy and gorgeous. Now, I waited about 30 seconds and you start to see kind of a little crinkle to the shine, and that is when you know that you're ready for your secondary coat. This one you can definitely go slower, fan out your brush, get right up next to your cuticles, right up next to your sidewalls. Definitely don't touch them, but control your liquids and just bring everything up to the tip, and look how shiny that is. Isn't it so pretty? We're gonna do this to all the nails. After waiting about 2 minutes, maybe 3, then be sure that your top coat is very, very dry. I always rinse my hands again, wash them really well, and then I put on this nourishing cuticle oil. It feels so good, especially after hand filing, because whether you mean to or not, you do kind of create some friction around the skin, around your cuticles and your nail bed. So it really feels good to put some nourishing product right on there, hydrate them again, and it just makes everything come alive. So you just walked out of the salon. That's what it looks like. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all love the results like I do. Stay tuned. I'll show you a little snippet of how the tips glow in the dark, but this is a really pretty color. Thumbs up for Double Dip. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if there's other Double Dip products that you'd like me to review or anything that you'd like to see on my channel. And thanks for being my nail friends. Love you. Bye.